everyone, Gaijin Goombah here. So let's talk about Rashid, one of the new characters from Street Fighter V. It was rather interesting for Capcom to announce him on 9/11 of last year, but if nothing else, it got people talking about him. And why not? Sure, Rashid's Middle Eastern, but regardless of what others may say, not everyone from there's a terrorist. In fact, Rashid's name itself loosely means one of mature or righteous mind. So in light of this, I wanted to dig around and learn more about the guy, and I came to find out that his birthplace was actually unknown. Call it spontaneous desire, but I wanted to see if there were any clues to figure out just where Rashid came from. And with the help of a good friend of mine, Mo, I discovered exactly where the dude hails from. Let's start with his appearance. Now, Rashid wears traditional clothing called kandura, with the first two selections of costumes being traditional colors for the attire. These are basically light-colored, ankle-length, long-sleeve garments commonly worn around the Arabian Peninsula and some of the neighboring countries. And how about that yellow eyepiece? Is he a Saiyan or something? Nah, dude's probably just wearing the newest iteration of Google Glass. After all, in his character description, we learned that Rashid is all about new technology. So the Arab Peninsula and a massive influx of technological interest, huh? Now that's starting to sound a lot like Dubai. I mean, seriously. First of all, Dubai sits on the coastline of the United Arab Emirates, which is smack dab in the middle of the Arabian Peninsula. Next, Dubai has been and still is all about technology. I mean, shoot, they have jetpack firefighters. Jetpack firefighters. And it doesn't just stop there either. The UAE is actually constructing a Mars orbital probe as a long-term goal to further study Mars, with the objective of not only understanding our planet better, but also how we can use that knowledge to find other planets that support life. If Rashid does come from Dubai, it would make sense for him to have a massive passion for technology, much like the city and the entire UAE. But do we have any other clues? How about his moveset? Well, first of all, a bunch of them are bird-related. No, seriously, break beak, flap spin, eagle spike, and his super, Altair, meaning bird or flying aloft, it's all birds! But why? Well, the GCC countries such as Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, they're all really big into falcons. These birds of prey are actually a huge part of their heritage, often used as sports and hunting. And where's Dubai? Right in the United Arab Emirates, where falconry would be big. But what about the actual moves themselves? Though Rashid uses a form of parkour for his martial arts, all of his specials produce or utilize wind. Does the Arabian Gulf have any association with wind? You bet Mika's unnecessarily censored butt it does! Blowing over Iraq and going down into the Gulf are incredibly strong winds called shamal winds, or northern winds. Lasting anywhere from 3 to 5 days, these winds are capable of blowing some massive sandstorms, pulling debris as far as Jordan, all the way south. At nearly 50 miles an hour, these winds have the potential of utterly crippling commerce, from flying to fishing. So if
Rashid of the turbulent wind
is truly from the Emirates, his use of wind would make all the sense in the world. But for those of you who still aren't convinced of Rashid's origin, let me show you Rashid's official artwork. Yeah, he's doing his windy parkour thing, but you see that in the background? That city? That skyline is unmistakably the same as Dubai's. Right down to the Burj Khalifa Tower, the tallest skyscraper in the world. Now, I believe this is pretty concrete, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, while you're down there, I have a question for you all. To my knowledge, Mika's butt slap is still being censored in the US, but do you think it's necessary or bogus? Click on your answer and I'll tally them up for next episode. But until then, be sure to check out my other culture and gaming content by clicking that eye in the top right corner or in the descriptions below. And as always, until next time, this is Gaijin Goombah signing out.